All right, let's talk about Torrent Pharma and Biocon. Pharma space in focus. Ekta is here with more. Ekta, hi, morning.
Okay, all right. We'll go to Ekta in just a bit, I think. So she's tracking a couple of stocks. That's Torrent as well as, another name, Biocon, I think so. But Sonia, let's come across to you. Varroc Engineering, they had announced a deal a few months ago. Now they're pulling back on the value.
Absolutely, and I'm expecting the stock to be in the red. And here's why. In the month of April, they announced that deal to sell their four-wheeler lighting business. And now they came out with a press release saying that the sale value has been amended. So earlier, they were to receive 600 million euros for this deal, but now they will receive only 520 million euros. Not just that, they also have to pay a 51 million euro compensation for the IPR infringement litigation that is underway. So that is an added pressure on them. And earlier they had said that after this deal, they'll be net cash positive and they won't have any debt on their books. But now they're likely to continue to have debt on the books post the transaction versus an earlier intimation of a net cash of 200 crores. So there's a conference call at 12 p.m. More details are awaited from that. But it's going to be a disappointment. In any case, Varroc has been undergoing a lot of pressure in their European business because of the challenges there. The sale had provided some much needed relief, but now since the sale value has been brought down, I expect the stock to be in the red. But let's try and reconnect with Ekta. She's watching Torrent Pharma and Biocon this morning. Ekta, over to you.
Thanks for that. Well, I expect both the stocks to be in the red. Torrent Pharma, because the Indrad facility Form 483 has become public. The three observations, according to analysts, seems to be tough for them to resolve quite easily. Remember that they already have a warning letter which was issued in 2019, and hence it might be difficult for them to probably lift that warning letter with these observations. That's the feedback that I'm getting at this point in time. So that's on Torrent Pharma. That stock I expected to be in the red. And Biocon as well, they were inspected by the European regulators, their API facility, and there were no critical deficiencies, but there was one deficiency which was cited under major. The company said they will be responding to the agency within stipulated time. It was inspected from 12th to 14th September, and the list of deficiencies were issued on the 5th of October. So we expect Biocon to probably be weighed down by this news as well.
Okay, all right, Ekta, thanks a lot for that. Well, let's do a quick recap then of all the stocks that we're tracking. Positive news flow stocks include Titan, Hero MotoCorp, Phoenix Mills, Equitas Small Finance Bank, Quess Corp, and Nykaa. While stocks with negative news flow include Dabur, Torrent Pharma, Biocon, and Varroc Engineering. Okay, all right. Let's go across to Vivek. He's tracking MSCI's November 2022 semi-annual index review in focus, and there could be some potential additions and deletions. Vivek, go ahead.
Well, good morning. Whole host of stocks on the radar. Remember, we just have around a month to go as far as, this is an important development as far as the MSCI Standard Index and the MSCI Small Cap Index is concerned. Quite a few stocks, listed in the Indian markets will be impacted. So the announcements will be done on November 10th. The adjustments would be done on November 30th. So what we are highlighting here, and this is a list, likely inclusion list from IIFL Alternative Research. So now when we are talking about the stocks that will be impacted, some of the stocks that are likely to be impacted and the more importantly and much larger tracked MSCI Standard Index are Tube Investments, and this is a high likelihood inclusion with a potential inflow of close to $204 million. And when you're talking about this particular stock, it will be elevated from the MSCI Small Cap Index where it currently resides. Indian Hotels, along similar lines, a high inclusion candidate with potential inflow of close to 190 million. Ashok Leyland, a potential inflow of around 163 million. TVS Motors, again a high inclusion candidate with around $139 million worth of inflow expected. Schaeffler India, Astral, a medium conviction inclusions from IIFL Alternative. They expect around 109 to 143 million for these two stocks. And some of the other standalone stocks that are expected to be included are Hindustan Aeronauticals, ABB India, Varun Beverages, and Bajaj Holding. On the other hand, IGL and Biocon are expected in exclusion candidates from the MSCI Standard Index. Now, when we are talking about the small cap index, whole host of stocks there, what we've done is we've highlighted some of the important names that are likely to see higher inflows. So Vedant Fashion, Metro Brands, Sansera Engineering, LG Equipment, Escorts Kubota, and Campus Activewear are some of the likely inclusions, while some standalone exclusions include SpiceJet, Gujarat Fluoro, and Kaveri Seeds. So these are some of the stocks that will remain active from now till the date of the likely inclusions and exclusions.
All right, Vivek, thanks very much. for that. That's basically an interesting list of names which we will keep an eye on. And the market always, obviously, also latches onto these things. There is a fair bit of pre-positioning, etc., which is built in anticipation after announcement all the way till the date of, the effective date. So a fair bit of action around these kind of changes. Now, what's happening in the world of commodities? Manisha is here, as always, to tell us exactly that. Manisha, good morning.
Morning, and thank you for that, Prashant. This is a week that is going quite positive for all of those commodities. So crude oil prices headed for an 11% weekly gain. OPEC and allies, after cutting 2 million barrels per day, although the actual may be just about 1 million because OPEC is already underproducing,